and locally connect to the server. Okay, I want to make sure that everybody does that. Okay, so the very first question is, how do you find
Mr. Zafar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not allowing me to log into my own server. So it's telling me that it's telling me no route to host.
Okay. You're trying to connect to the first one or the second one?
The first one.
Okay, so let's take a look here. It's running. I know what the problem is.
Yeah, the second one too is not connecting.
Second one is not connecting either.
Sure.
Second one is fine. What is the IP you're putting in for second one? You're putting in 10.0.2.17, correct? Second one IP is 10.0.2.17. Did you get it? Ali.
So the one I'm able to connect to is 10.1.10.211, which is my own personal one that you gave us.
Okay, yeah, try that too.
Okay, that one is working now. So,
okay.
But it's the first one. The first, you gave us two servers. The first one was not working.
Yeah, so. I'm fixing it right now. Your first one.
Okay, sir.
See, your machines. The reason it's doing is, all your LVM are gone, right? All your LVMs are not there because you probably ran the command to clean out everything. So if your LVM is not working and the system is not going into boot, the reason is because it's looking for the LVM here. So what you have to do is you have to go in FS tab and take it out. Okay, it should work now. Okay, so very first thing, how do you find the network adapters attached to the system? Okay, so what you do is you type ifconfig and And the network adapter name is this here, ENP0S3. Most of the time, almost all the time at your work, you're gonna deal with ENP0S3 and S8. That's it. Bound 0, only 10% of the servers you would have to deal with. Okay. And give one example. Okay.
I'm not able to connect to my server either.
Okay. This is Selena, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
I looked on my hand. Why did you on my hand?
Okay, yours is not on either. The second server you should be able to connect. Can you see the second server is connecting?
Daddy, I'm getting in forward and forward.
No, it's not connected to that either.
Second is not connecting?
Let me make sure it's true.
How can you? I'm so tall and you.
10.1.10.84.
Mine was 10.1.10.10.
It was 10, right?
104.
Second one?
My second one was 10.1.10.10.
That is busy right now.
Okay. You know, actually use, for second one, use 84 and first one is 191. What happens is if the system, this is the perfect example of DHCP, because when the system goes down after a while, what the router does is it will provide the random IP address. When you set it as a static IP address, then the IP address will not change. And I give one example. Example is ENP0S3. Okay, and the second is, how do you find the IP address of a adapter? Of a network adapter. So how do you find the IP address? The command is IP-A and give one example. IP-A. When you type IP-A, what you have to do is you have to look for the ENP0S3. Okay, since we are using bound here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the one for ENP0S10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use for ENP0S3, and the IP address for ENP0S3 is 10.0. Anything that's like this, 10.0.2.19, that means it's an IP address. For adapter, can you go on mute, please? ENP0S9. Good. Okay, so now if I go through the here, I mean, everybody knows how this is working, the adapter information and all that. Okay. And this is for the reference here, okay? Don't worry about too much about it. The only things which are in the assignment are more important than what you have in the document. And the third would be configure the adapter IFCFG ENP0S3 as shown below. Okay, all you have to do is, I told you in the last time class, for you to have a functional adapter, this is the only information you need to put in there. Okay, save and exit. So when you do DHCP, it will be automatically assigned. Okay, so now what we're going to do is configure the adapter IFCFG ENP 0S9 as shown below. So shown below for static. So all you need is this information here.
Oh, I cannot access my fast servers.
I'm sorry, what?
I cannot access my fast server.
Okay, what is your number? Who's talking? Faizul?
Ishtiaq.
Ishtiaq. First server is running, buddy. Oh no, you know what? Hold on.
I was trying 10.1.10.64.
Okay. Yours is down. Yours is running.
I still can't access mine yet.
So you're using 10.1.10.64?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, give me 1 second here. Let me see if I could do it from my server.
It shows permission denied. Let's try.
Yeah, that's a different issue, buddy. It's not the same. You cannot access the server is not the same thing as permission denied. Okay. If you do ping 10.1.10.64, if it's pinging, then the server is up. So what I could do is, what is the password you're putting in?
gmpt at Linux 7.
Okay. Okay, I just change your password to Red Hat. Just try it. go ahead and everybody go ahead and change your password to whatever your password you want it to be. Set as easiest password you could remember. Okay, it's not a big deal here. We're not running any production environment here.
Mine says no root to host. Let me try to connect.
Yours is saying what?
No root to host.
No root to host. I'm gonna set your password also, okay?
Oh.
So from the master server, what are you doing? You're doing SSH and the IP address?
Yes, SSH 10.1.10.104 and SSH 10.1.10.93.
Okay, who's talking?
Sumaya?
Okay, so for you, okay. So what happens is the system goes into the emergency mode. Why? Because you probably have deleted the LVMs, right? And remember I told you when the system is booting, it will read through the etcfs tab. When you have that, the system, when it's reading through the FS tab, but in reality the LVMs are missing, it goes into emergency mode. That's what is happening here. Actually, we are jumping the gun here because I didn't expect the server to go down. I think both servers got rebooted at the place it's setting there. So what will happen is, I was going to show this a little later, but it's just happening at this moment. Okay, so it's asking for the root password here, which I usually set as Red Hat, and then I clear it. I'm gonna go vi etcfs tab, which everybody is familiar with, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out this two here. Okay, I'm going to clear it. I'm going to restart the system. Then you should be able to. Are you able to connect to your second server?
No, not the second server.
Second server is having same problem?
Yes.
Okay, let me take a look.
I had tried it on the second server to the previous assignment.
Okay, yeah. So
I'm going to delete it from that too.
yeah, okay, looks like you worked there too. So I'm going to put in the password here as well. Same thing, vi etc fs tab, and I'm going to go down here and take out all these LVMs here. Okay, and then you have to reboot the system.
I log out and log in again.
No, just try it again. You're probably still on master server, right?
Yeah, I'm on master server.
Yeah. So it off. If you're not even connected, then you don't have to log out.
Actually, sir, I think this problem is happening because last week we worked in the LVM command. That is why maybe it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. I really wanted everybody to get into this problem because this is part of our troubleshooting steps. I was going to do it, but since the server went down hard, all the servers were down. It is happening here because the etcfs tab is read during the boot process. When it goes through reading the process, LVM in reality is not there, but it is showing up in the file, right? etcfs tab. So what system does is, okay, rather than going in there, let me just go into the emergency mode. And it puts itself into the emergency mode and it just sits there. That is where your Linux skills gonna come in. That's why you're gonna get paid really good to fix problems like this.
So it would not happen if we actually in virtual machine we do that. It would not happen because in your machine is actually my name is in your machine, your virtual machine, and we working from party. That is why the problem is happening, I think.
No, what are you talking about? Okay, Putty is just the client. Putty is just the little tool you're trying to connect to the actual server.
Yeah, because the main machine is in your hand, in the virtual machine. My name is Imtiaz, and you. That is why actually if party is because we work in party everything, and if party is not working, then actually we can't do anything. So you have to do our work.
No, I was gonna tell you. I mean, did you realize it was down during the week?
No, actually, I know that it will do problems. So I did not work in LVM. So I actually in my own virtual machine actually I work.
Oh, okay, good. I like it. So you already had a virtual machine set up on your own computer, so you are ahead of the game, which is really good.
So, because my actually Imtiaz name is in your machine. If I did some mistake in VI etcfs step, so I have to call you. So I don't want to bother you. So
I told you, Ishtiaq, I told you 100 times, I will be the happiest guy if you break the machine. That means you're learning. I want you to break and destroy and then do whatever you want, and then you could bring it back again, no problem. Because Linux is an operating system, it's not going to cost you money. It's free, and I'm here to help you. You call me in the middle of the night, I'll help you, okay? But whatever you did on your own, I really appreciate it. You're learning it really good.
Okay, sir. So actually, another thing is that I search for jobs in LinkedIn and Indeed. I see that in Red Hat Linux system administrators, their requirement is they need so many skills, and I don't have too many skills like they are.
It's just a description. That description is coming from human resource, okay? So we'll work on it. Last class we'll work on the resume and all that here. Don't worry about that. Because even the job I'm doing, they tell me like I have to do this, do that, 200,000 things they tell you. But it's the resume we're going to make, and then when it goes to the hiring manager, they know what they're doing, okay?
Oh, okay, sir. Okay.
Job description is nothing but just a silliest thing.
Oh, okay, sir. So today we learn maybe scripting.
Okay, all right, let's continue.
Thank you.
Okay, so here, since I didn't made the assignment last week, this is what I'm doing here. Okay, so this is a extra credit here actually. And also the extra credit would be setup bonding. Set up NIC bonding between ENP0S3 and ENP0S9. And the IP address you should, okay. So here, don't use this as exact IP address. Change it on your own, okay? Because what will happen is, if somebody else is using 150 and you try to use 150, then you know, it may cause problems. So I'm not going to tell you which one to use what, but everybody use random. Use random odd number, okay? But stay between 200 to 250. Don't go more than 250. No, actually, of your choice, not random. Stay between 100 and 250. What it means is, if you want last 3 digit is going to be either put 100, 111, 121. Don't tell anybody what you're using, just use it randomly. Okay, but use it between 100 and 150, so you have up to 150 choice. Does it make sense? And set up NIC bonding. This is also extra credit. So when you're doing NIC bonding here, so everybody got the concept, right? What is NIC bonding, how this is working? So you have two network adapters, you're pairing it together, and bond is going to take over as a real network adapter. If one goes down, it will still have the connection from here. If other goes down, it will still have a connection from here.
So sir, this is the next week assignment?
Yeah. Actually, I'm supposed to give you last week here, but I was so busy. There was so much production problem going on at my job, so I was very, very busy.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Actually, do this ENP0S8. Don't touch 9 and 10. S8, and set up for ENP0S3 and configure adapter ENP0S8 as shown below. Okay, from here to here, just copy and paste it in the each IFCSG ENP0S3 network file, okay? Let me ask you guys here, when I'm putting this information here, are you getting a message what I'm trying to say here? When I put this, you have to be in this folder, right? When I took PWD, you have to be in this folder, then you are creating a file in here. If the file doesn't exist, create it. If the file is already there, just edit it, delete everything and put this in there. If you guys did this here, NIC bonding, I will be so happy. So I'm gonna just put in here, follow the exact process. In the document. Okay, that's it, guys. It's coming back to haunt me here. Okay, these are the answers. How do you check this IPA and all this? When you guys did it, take a picture and put it in the group chat. Okay, so we all good here, and follow the exact process in the document here. I'm pretty sure it will work just fine. And I'm gonna put a note in here, restart. Okay, for the configuration item to take effect, you have to restart, right? That is not new to anybody, correct? Everybody agrees, right? For in the computer world, if you want something to take effect, you have to restart the system. Not restart the system, restart the service. Restart the system is true too. Sometimes if it doesn't work, you cut it off and cut it back on. Okay. So now what is going to happen now is so we started the system boot process here, right? I explained you this is informational here. It reads the configuration files inside. Somebody is on here. My voice is echoing. Can you, Ishtiyaq, maybe you go on mute? Okay, sounds good. What I'm going to do is it reads the system configuration file, etc systemd directory, right? Okay, it's hard to look into this here, but I'll put it in here. It is a configuration file inside here. I'm going to say example. Example etc fs tab. Okay, this is just an example here. etc fs tab for LVM. Okay, very good. So now today I'm going to start the new topic. It's called run level. 10 I'm already in October. What's my problem? 12/20/21. You know what, before I start the new topic, let's take a 10-minute break and we'll back in 10 minutes and then we'll start new topic. Okay, so everybody be back here by 11:25. 11:25 we'll be back. All right, the break starts now.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, next part is run level. Most of the things in here is informational. Okay, so let's talk about what is run level here. Okay, so in your system, go ahead and type run level. And also type the command who-r. So what it does is it will tell you it's running the run level 3. Okay, I'll explain you what is run level and all this here in a minute right now. So what is a run level? Run level is a operating system state. So what state it is in right now? When you say state, it is in run level 3. Okay, so Linux has 7 run levels. We are into 3, but Linux has 7. So I'm going to explain you what run level is. So Linux has 7 run levels. Okay. I don't know what's happening here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, so there are 7 run levels, right? Very first one is run level 0. So the run level, there are 7. It starts from 0 to 6, total 7. So run level 0 is, that means is shutdown mode. The system is shut down, and the command to shut it down is init 0, init 0. Okay, the second run level is run level 1, and this is called a rescue mode. Rescue mode or emergency. Okay, earlier you saw the run level, it was in rescue mode. It automatically goes into rescue mode. Sometimes it has an issue, or you could go in the rescue mode also yourself. And there is no network available. init 1. Okay, and the next run level is run level 2, is called multi-user mode. Multi-user mode, and it doesn't have NFS. No NFS. Network is available, but NFS is not available. And this is called, how do you go into the run level 2? You type init 2. Init space 2. Okay, and then number 4 is run level 3. Okay, run level 3 is the multi-user mode. So this is the default run level. Multi-user mode with NFS. Okay, and how do you go into multi-user mode? You type init 4. I'm sorry, init 3. And this is run level 4. And run level 4 is not used. Okay, run level 4 is not used. Run level 5. Run level 5 is called graphical mode. User mode. It's called GUI. Graphical user interface mode. Okay, it's barely used, and most of the time it's not used. You have to install some extra package for it to be working, but it's called init 5. And run level 6 is run level 6. What do you think the run level 6 would be? It's a simple reboot. If you want to reboot the system, you type init 6 and the system will reboot. Okay, so everybody in your first server, go ahead and type init 6. So when you're typing init 6, type init space 6, and then we'll watch here all your, whoever is going to give the command here is going to restart the system here. Okay. Everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you have to be root. That's another thing. You just cannot do it as a regular user. You have to be root for you to be able to restart the system. Switch to root and restart the system.
I put the init 6, so it says connection by remote host. It closed the connection.
Good.
Then you brought it back to regular.
Yeah, that means it's restarting. So where is your system, Aliyu, right?
Sir.
Okay. So Ishtiyaq, yours is starting. Aliyu, which one did you start? Restart your first server. So look at Ishtiyaq's, it's restarting.
I'm actually in my second server.
Yeah,
So
do the first one.
We have to put it.
Type init space number 6 and hit enter. Ishtiyaq, do it one more time. You did it correctly. Okay, so yours is starting right now. Mohammed is starting right now. So you see on the screen here, when you issue the command, the system restarts. Okay, so it's simple here. What happens is init is restarting the system here. So I will show you. I'll do mine. Actually, let me show this on the local machine here so that you have a good idea.
Because I90 sir, right?
Don't do did you do INIT0? It will shut down the computer. Is that what you did?
Yes, sir.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do 0? Now you're dead in water. So what happens is somebody have to actually go in front of the system and turn it back on, and then you're going to be in your manager's room. You have to explain why you shut down. Okay, don't just shut down and restart on your own. I'm just showing you restart because you would need it, but in reality, don't shut it down.
Okay, sir.
Imtiaz, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you do INIT0, that means the computer shuts down. If you do INIT6, the system restarts. And when it's restarting, it's going to go into restart mode because it's going to go through all this process here. It's going to go through the it's going to go through the system boot process.
When I put in INIT6 in my root, it says connection closed by remote.
Yeah, that is what it's supposed to be. Because the system is restarting, the connection gets disconnected.
Okay.
That makes sense, right? The system is no longer available. I mean, the system is going to come back again. Then you have to do SSH again.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find one server which has... Okay, so let's do this one here.
I cannot go to the root.
Log in as you, then go in as root. Who is this?
Ishtiaq.
So you have to type sudo su, right? Sudo su hyphen.
Password incorrect.
Yeah, did you forget your password? Let me go ahead and reset your password to Red Hat, okay? First server. I think I just set your password to Red Hat, try Red Hat.
No, incorrect.
Okay, let me go ahead and reset your password. Oh, I have to log in as root first. What? Okay, go ahead and do, when you logged in as Ishtiaq, sudo space su hyphen, then put in the password Red Hat. That is the password for Ishtiaq user.
Just Red Hat, right?
Just Red Hat. Nothing fancy. Okay. Okay, let's continue on first before I explain you. So, so here, I'm just letting you guys do init 6 here, okay? Don't do anything else, because once you have the local server, then you could work on this, okay? So for now, just watch me what I'm doing here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do shutdown. Officially, I'm gonna show you. If I want to shut down the server, I'm gonna do init 0. And I'll hit enter. The system goes down in front of you. On the right side, the system is going down. So if it's a physical server in the data center, or the server we have in virtual machine, once you do the shutdown, you're gonna have to physically go in there and turn it back on. So I'm gonna turn it back on. Okay, so now let's go into init 1. I'm going to reconnect. And I'm going to type init 1 and hit enter. Okay, so now what happened here is, so here it went into init 1 and it tells you the system is down to rescue mode now. So what is happening here is the system comes up to the rescue mode. Okay, and what does it say here? What does it say here? Run level 1 rescue mode and no network. Okay, if I try to connect from PuTTY, you cannot connect. If I try to connect from PuTTY, you won't be able to connect here. Why? Because there is no network available. If I try to restart, session, it will not come back up. So in this mode, it will go into the rescue mode here. I'm gonna say rescue mode and emergency mode and also maintenance mode. They all are same meaning.
Can it pass it to your cursor?
Okay, so here you're gonna put password here. It's all, you don't even have to put the name here. You already have to do is just put password. And if you do run level, okay, it says 1, or you type run level who-r, who-r, it will say run level. So in here, I'm going to put a note here most of the time. Most of the time, remove LVM entries from etc fs tab. Okay, that's the most of the time you're going to use this for. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring it back up. If I'm going to do init 6, the system will come back up and is going to go into the default mode. Okay, so when system reboots, it goes back into default mode, set in the file etc systemd/system/default.target. We'll go take a look at this file here. you don't have to worry about this a lot. You will never be asked too many questions in the interview for sure. So I'm connected here. Why? Because the system is backup. If I do who-r, it's back in run level 3. And let's go into the file. When the system is booting, it reads the file, right? One of the file it reads is /etc vi/etc system d dot system /default dot target. And in here, if you look at here, it says description, default, and system give me 1 second here. Set default So if you look at this here, the file ls-l, if you look at the file ls-l, and then you put this file name, we're finding out the information about the default.target. Okay, so what happens here is, so if you look at this default.target, this file, it is actually a link. It is becoming a link to the user lib system default user, multi-user mode. Okay, so that's how it works here. This file system target default.target is actually connected to the file name default multi-user.target. So whatever that file is going to be is going to load that file. Okay. All right, good. So now the next part is, so we went through the multi-user mode. Okay, multi-user mode with no NFS. We went through init2. Okay, did we went through init2? No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type init2. I'm going to say init2 and hit enter. Okay, and then if I do who-r, it says init3, init run level 3. But if I do who run level and hit enter, it says 3 still. But if I do a login as root Red Hat and I say who -hard red level, why is init2 not working? Okay, so if something is not working, what you do is you put in Google. No network, but multitasking support is there. Oh, okay. I think init2 has changed with Red Hat 7 here. So I'm gonna have to go with what is because systemd is there. So in Red Hat 6 it was different. So I'll take my words back and I'll put this here as multi-user mode with no NFS. Run level 2, run level 4 is same as run level 3, but no NFS. Okay, what is NFS? Actually, we're not going to cover what NFS is in this class because it's beyond beyond the curriculum. What NFS is? Hold on. Okay. So run level 2 and run level 4 are same as a multi-user mode, but it is not, it is no NFS. Okay, so that's why I think it has changed here. I was not aware that init multi-user mode and init3 are the same thing here. Okay, so let's just move on and I'm going to say init3. And I'm pretty sure nothing has changed here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump ahead. We're gonna just go to number 4 is not there. The only other thing I'm gonna do is number 5, run level 5. Init3 is same for init 2. No, that's wrong. Init 2 and 4 are same as init 3 in rel 7. Okay, and let's work on init 5. Okay, I'm getting a call, guys. Give me 1 minute here. Just hang on. Okay, so we are on init 5, right? So init 5 is a graphical user mode. Okay, we will never use this, but there is an option there. So if I type init5 and look, the system goes into the graphical user mode. This is how it comes up, and I really hate it. In fact, I never use it. And
Question for you, Mr. Sir.
huh?
So with the other ones, when we run init 3, init 4, when we now run the command run level, it will still show init 3, but with the init 5, it's showing run level 5. How come? Why is that?
Because a lot of things have changed because the technology is moving. It was the same up until the new update came out. Okay, so if you have like an older version of the operating system, then you would definitely see init 5 and all. But what they did was they want to get rid of init 2 and init 4 and make it redirecting it to init 3. Okay, but now if you type here who-r, now it says run level 5. Okay, and if you type run level, it says 3 and 5. So 3 is the default, 5 is the current run level right now. Let me try going in there. I'm working for so long and I never use run level 5. Only run level 3 and run level 1. That's it. I don't even know why they have run level 5. I mean, I guess they have run level 5 just the sake of having it, okay? You never know if somebody might want to use it. But 99% or 99.99% I'll guarantee this is not being used at the job. it comes up here like this, and that's it. It may look a little bit similar to Windows here, but it's not actually what it is. You have some applications here and all that here. Obviously, it's not as graphical as the Windows 10 environment. To be honest with you, I don't even know how to move around in here, okay? Document and all this here. Useless. So my advice is just stay away from run level 5, and just stick with run level 1 and 3. That's the only one you would ever go. I mean, the system is so well built, you don't even need to go into run level 1 that often. Okay, out of 100 tickets, you may have to go into run level only one time, run level 1. And if I do init 3, it switches back to run level 3 without restarting. Oh, okay, the previous was 5, now it's saying 3, that's what it is. Let's go back into 5 again. And what do I do if I do init 6? If I do init 6, the system restarts. So it goes through a lot of files here and system restarts.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, we run the command init, we have to go to the local host, right? We can do it any server.
init, which one?
Anyone, like init3 or an init.
Yeah.
We have to go to the root at local host, or we can do it any server, like
Yeah, you have to be root, and then all these options are available for you. Regular user, you can't do it.
okay.
Is that what your question was, or something else?
And like 10.1.10.64 is a server, and another server, like we can run both of the server, right? Or
If you have 100 servers, you could do it on 100 servers, yes. But don't do it now here, because the GUI mode is not set up on yours.
okay.
The reason I didn't set up is you don't need to, because it will take up the hard drive space. Okay, so there are a lot of options here. Just stick with the ones I'm telling you. That's all you need. You don't need too much stuff here. In fact, I'm keep telling you, like, I'm not using it as much, and most of the other people, they don't use it. If you need to use it, you just look it up. So when I restart the system, what happens? It goes back into and if I type run level, okay, and if I type who-r, you see run level 3. Okay, why are you seeing that? I'll tell you why. So whenever the system boots, it will get out of the mode it is in and goes back to default mode. So I'm gonna show you. We're gonna change the default mode to GUI and then change it back to default mode as multi-user. That way you get a good experience. So here change to GUI mode as default. Okay, so the command is, what is the command you're going to use here? Is I'm going to clear this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is systemctl, system control, set default, and then I'm going to type graphical.target. Okay, before that, systemctl get default, default. Okay, get default. Okay, so this is what it says. This is the command to get the default. I'm going to put this up here. view current default mode. Okay, the answer is systemctl get default. Okay, now change the GUI mode as default mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go systemctl set default, and then I'm going to type graphical dot target and hit enter. So it did whatever it needed to do, and then now it says it's set to as graphical here. When system reboots, it's set to, it goes into, when system reboot, now it goes into GUI mode. Why it goes into GUI mode? Because we made the change to the default settings. So let me go ahead and reboot. Okay, you could already see it's already loading into a graphical mode. Okay. So we rebooted it. If I reboot 10 times, unless it's changed, it's going to go back into graphical mode again. What the? Okay, so if I do systemctl get default, it says graphical. So let me restart again. Now it's starting, but what is it going to happen? It's going to go back into graphical again. You never ever, I barely never ever saw a system running in graphical mode at work. Okay, so all these things is informational, because you need to know all these things so that you know how the system is working and you have a good understanding. Excuse me. So let's get out of this dirty mode and then let's go into the more user friendly mode here. So all I have to do is just bring this line back here. Instead of graphical, I'm going to type in multi-user mode. Multi-user dot target. And it will change it back to this mode here, and this is the best mode you should ever be in. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back. And you see also the system comes up fast. It's not cumbersome. See, it came up so fast because it doesn't have to load all the graphics and all that. Okay. There you go. This is the best mode you should ever be working in. Alright, so we still have good half hour here. So let me start the new topic. It's called system updates. System updates is very, very important in Linux environment, okay? Software download and system updates.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The things we did from the past hour, I didn't follow. We had to follow, like, to follow along, or
No.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I just saw what you were doing.
Yeah. So only worry about init 6. Just restart the system. But when I'm gonna set up your local system here, make sure you know, I mean, I'll give you the image and then you could clone it and then work on this and do whatever you want to do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to download a package. For example, downloading a software, and in here we're gonna use the software we're gonna use is our Firefox. Okay, everybody heard about Firefox, right? Download not downloading, I mean install Firefox. install a software. So everybody go ahead and go into your first computer, first server. So everybody go ahead and for this you need an internet access. Everybody type ping-c 1, then type google.com. It will ping one time and then it will tell you. If you get an answer that pinging Google, and if you see some same thing as on my screen, that means it's working. Okay. So for internet access, if you want to see if the Firefox is available, you have to type yum, it's a command, provides Firefox. Before that, type which Firefox. Okay, if you get this error message, that means Firefox is not installed. To check Firefox is available, so what you want to do is you put this command in there. Before you install, the good practice is to see if it's available. So you type yum provides Firefox. So what will happen here is, give me 1 second here. Yum provides. I'm not going to tell you what yum means in this class because it's beyond what we are studying here. Okay, so what is this means here? So what I'm going to do is so what this is this part is a command. This part is command. This part is you're asking yum to check Firefox is available. This is actually a switch. and at the same time check if available. And the software. Or in the IT world, software is called package. Okay, the software is called package. Give me 1 second here. Okay, Yum provides Firefox, right? If I hit enter, what it'll do is it will go on to the internet and check from the trusted source. It will download it. I mean, it's not going to download, it's just checking if the software is available for you or not, and it comes up with the results. Okay, so it has like so many versions of the results here. See, so many versions of this results it is providing you. And it went to these 3 places here. It went to this place, it went to this place, and it went to this place, and negotiated that it has so many Firefox versions available. The result will be result is it checks if the software is available. It also checks how many versions are available. Okay, and when we're gonna do yum install Firefox and hit enter, what I'll do is this command, it will check and it will install the latest version. Or you need to be root. So you have to go to sudo su hyphen yum install Firefox. install the latest version. Okay, so what it's going to do is going to install package 1, and it has 81 dependencies included in it, and it's going to upgrade to 7. So what this is it will automatically install dependencies, and if you need to upgrade, then it will upgrade too. And over here is asking you yes or no. So you should say yes. This is confirmation to install. I'm going to push Y and hit enter. So it's going to go through a bunch of stuff and download it. Actually, all you see all in here is these are the things it's going to install here. If you're installing something like on your phone or anywhere else, it's the same process. If you're installing, for example, on your iPhone, what is the good thing? If you're installing like Skype on your iPhone, it's just not going to click install. It's not going to be there in right away, right? It's going to wait a few minutes and then it will install it for you, because it need to check a lot of things in the background. And it need to install files. There are so many individual files you need to install as a part of a package. So here you could actually see what is actually happening here. For one package to install, it has like so many files that you need to install, download and install. That's the correct term. Okay, done. So, and when it says complete, and then what you're going to do is, if you type which Firefox, and now you see the Firefox is available. This confirms the Firefox got downloaded. This is confirmation. Firefox is installed. Okay, now the last thing before I close the class for today is let's go ahead and do the system-wide update and then let it run. It will continue in the background, and we will come back tomorrow and then check on it. System-wide update.
Is the system-wide is it like a 24-hour update or?
I'm sorry, what?
How long does that update take?
It might take a while, so that's why we're gonna leave it off and come back tomorrow. It's a perfect time to do the update here. So before you do the system update, I'm going to clear the screen. It might even install the GUI mode. We don't know yet. So before that, type who. Not who hyphen r.
We have to do this as root.
Yeah, you have to do it as root, of course. So the most important thing is you type uname hyphen r, and this is an old kernel version. Okay. And the command is, before you actually install it, the command is to check if the updates are available. So what is the command to do check the updates? Yum check updates. Yum CHECK updates plural is going to check through what is installed, and then is going to give us a report. Okay, so it has so many updates available. Okay. So one of the thing in here is check Okay, so this line is very important. Okay, check updates. Kernel will be updated in this update. So here, look at this here. It is mostly this part here, 10.062, and it's gonna go to 11.60. Okay. And let me see if it's gonna go into the GUI update. Okay, so everybody go ahead and run yum update -y. Yum update -y. That means you don't have to wait. It is possible that it may stop and ask you yes or no. Earlier it asked us yes or no, right? Do you want to continue? No. If you type yes, that means you're blindly telling it go ahead and continue without asking me. Okay, so everybody go ahead and type yum update -y and enter. It's gonna go through a lot of things here, and it's gonna do a lot of packages and all that. It might take a while. Okay, so it's telling you like it's gonna install 2 packages, 1 dependencies. It's gonna upgrade 156 packages. Okay, so I'm gonna end the class. I highly recommend just watch what is happening here. It's going to install, then it's going to first download. It's downloading right now, then it's going to install. So it might take like 15 to 20 minutes or even longer. Okay, so we'll leave it off here and then continue tomorrow. Any questions, put it in the chat, and then we'll discuss tomorrow. All right, everybody have a good week.